Dipset.
Yo, Dipset is back.
Joel's dip. Santana set. Woody grip. Tex.
Yo.
Throw down your set. Dipset.
Yeah, this has been a big year for Dipset because what was the first thing that was it the?
Do you know what the hottest shit?
The Jim Jones interview on Flex was that what started?
Do you know what was the hottest shit in 2017? It kicked the year off. No. Time ticking. Where my money at?
Oh yeah.
Time ticking. Where my money at?
Yo. Time ticking. See, I didn't get it off of what you were just doing there, but time ticking.
That's the beat right there. It starts the.
It is. Okay.
Joel Santana.
Yeah. Both of them kill it. Davies kills that.
Bobby Shmurda.
Yeah.
That hook's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, that song's fire. Yeah, I forgot. That was the first thing that started it.
Yeah.
And then it was the Jim interview, right?
Yep.
That Jim interview?
Well, no, Jim and Cam going at each other, yeah, in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Like where Jim cried.
Yeah.
And then Cam came back.
That was
on Instagram Live.
Like, that was a dope interview.
Sure.
That was a dope interview. Like he was really like yeah, he was crying, but he was like on some other like, like brother shit, like kind of like on some like not just crying like a.
No, it was real.
It was a real thing and like real emotions and like. I thought it was dope that he went that far to show like, like the family, right? Like
that just showed me that Jim Jones is real. You know what I mean? Like I was like,
definitely.
Yeah. That made me gain respect. Like people try to clown Young Buck over the tape phone. Like that shows how petty 50 is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Phone call.
Taped that.
Yeah.
But that's so petty.
Yeah.
Like just in like I'm gonna use this in my chamber if I ever have to get at you.
Yeah.
Like you cannot trust a dude that petty.
No.
Like 50 is more petty than Cam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That video released with Rick Ross's ex and some having sex or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Like,
and then
talking over it.
He had to get he got sued for it.
Yeah, he got shit for it. Yeah.
You know what? I always thought 50's commercial records ruined 50. Now that I think of it, I think it was his pettiness.
Yeah, I could see
You
that.
can't succeed being that petty.
Yeah, that petty. Yeah.
Like he is so petty. Like we love him for it. Being petty is
even
human,
like it almost seems like he's been super petty even with G-Unit guys like talking like, oh they're not working like. Cam was more petty like outside of like his. Like he was a little bit petty with Jim, but like he wasn't petty to the level that he was with other artists.
He wasn't recording phone calls.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, 50 will be petty with anybody.
To the degree Young Buck's diss to 50 Cent was named Taped Conversations. Don't you remember that joint?
That is crazy.
Yeah, like that's too much. You're taping people you're cool with. Like he was cool with them at the time and shit, wasn't he? Like
that's petty.
Yeah, that's super petty.
Like now, as a grown man, really looking back at it, I'm like,
oh, wow, yeah.
Like, damn.
Did you peep the Once Upon a Time Dipset track that came out?
No.
It was pretty fire. I liked it.
So is this my new album coming out?
Yeah.
It's a new album?
I think so.
It seems like they're getting there. Like, because I remember seeing an interview with Cam on K-Slay.
And Cam's been rocking a Diplomat chain lately too.
Yeah, and like he was saying, like with Jules, like Santana, like he hasn't been in his bag a lot, but when they did the one song, a lot of people were hitting him up and saying, "Hey, like, we want you back." And I think that's when he did the 3 tracks that he had the Time Ticking and the other ones he put out around that time, and he had one with French that was pretty dope too. I can't remember the name of it.
Joel's dropped a few dope joints at the beginning of the year. I feel like that shouldn't be slept on. Time Ticking, in the studio, Getting Blown Part 1 and 2.
Can't remember the name of the French one, but it was dope. The video is kind of crazy too.
There's one with French.
I can't think of it either.
I remember.
And there's like Fab on it too or something.
I think it was just French.
Juelz did a few dope joints at the beginning of the year. Though,
and did you guys keep the program from Cam?
Not yet.
It's
like a little bit off it.
There's some songs on there that I'm like, eh. But then there's moments on there where I'm like the petty Cam, like he just has those lines and I'm like holy fuck, I just start laughing. Like I'll be walking when I'm listening to it and like people probably think I'm crazy because like I'll just be walking on clothes and I'll just start laughing because I'm like Cam says some wild shit like.
Cam says some wild shit, man.
And like it's, I would say it's not like a super dope project.
Music ages well too. You ever notice how like you go back and listen now and you're like, to some shit for like Get 'Em Daddy shit. It's like he's not like where like Eminem has very specific punchlines to the time of something written. Mm-hmm. Like Cameron is just so like, just like almost like flagrantly ignorant.
Yeah.
He just like, it's just like.
Yeah, and it
you can listen to that shit 10 years later and it doesn't like age. You know what I mean? It's like it's still just like what it was.
Exactly. The program is dope.
Like the longer it goes, the more I almost respect Dipset more than I respected other people in that era at the time. Like I thought what they were doing was kind of like, I really liked the early stages of it, and then as it kind of went on, I was kind of like, hey, these guys kind of losing their touch. But like, to go back and listen to it, it ages better than a lot of the stuff I might have been comparing it to.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Like Dipset, like, they were dope, man.
Definitely.
Like, they were dope.
And like, even the program, it starts off with,
it's killer.
Like, it's
right?
killer.
Yeah.
He says stuff, and then like even on the one song Coleslaw, he talks about the Kanye dissing Jay-Z on stage and stuff like that. And he's like, if you said it and meant it, like I seen them talking about it on Everyday Struggle, and they're like, who's he talked about the whole situation. And they're like, yo, whose side is Cam on? And they're like, at first they're like, well, we think he's on Kanye because like the Jay-Z thing. But then like they're like, no, I think Cam's just on his side. He just wants to be petty and just bring the shit up like, because like he tells Kanye, he's like, yo, if you said it and then meant it, like, you know, don't go back on it. Like,
he's just like literally just like giving his 2 cents. Like,
yeah, he's just
like fuck you both.
Yeah, pretty much. And on the program, the one I think it has Just Blaze on it, like the one beat, and then like he says, "Oh, I just steal this one from you too."
Really?
Because like the situation with the old boy when you guys know that story, eh? With it was originally Jay-Z's, and then Cam took it
from the beat. Yeah.
No, but this is what happened.
But on
Cam did the song to it. I don't know if the beat was meant for Jay-Z, but Cam got it.
Yeah.
They did Old Boy, him and Juelz. Then Jay-Z came in and laid a verse for a remix on it. Like we were talking about.
But I think it was originally supposed to be, like, from what I heard in the story, like, it was originally supposed to be Jay-Z's. And,
from Just Blaze. But Just Blaze never got the chance to show him it.
Yeah, because...
See, a lot of producers make deals like that. Like, when I interviewed Royce, Boom was supposed to be the reunion for CNN.
Oh, shit.
But Royce was in the studio with Prima 4, and he's just like, no, Prima, you gotta give me this. And Prima finally is like, alright, man, I'll give you that beat. And gave him Royce Boom, and Boom became Boom. And then when he went and did the secession with CNN following, he had to give them the incredible, intouchable CNN. Boom, boom, Like, that Boom would have been the reunion.
Yeah.
But Royce nabbed it.
That's crazy.
I dug that up, and that video has like probably the least amount of hits of any of the videos I did with Royce. And I find that crazy. I'm like, how is this not something hip hop heads just want to know? And, but that is so cool to me. Like,
and the Cam and Jay-Z thing, Kanye played H to the Izzo for Cam first, and then like a week later, he heard it on the radio with Jay on it. And he was like, "Yo, that was gonna be my joint." Like, so then that's why the thing happened with a boy, he was like, I'm taking this.
And then when because Jay-Z came in, did a guest verse for it without being asked. And then I think Cam showed up at the studio the one day and Jay was there. He's like, "Yo, I got something for you." So he like, pulled him in the studio and then like played Cam the Joy, and it was their song. And then Jay-Z with the verse at the end, and Cam was like, "Okay." And then like Hov bounced, and then Cam like said to Just, he's like, delete that shit. I don't ever want to hear that again. Delete that shit right now. And so, like, because a lot of hip-hop heads are like, damn, what would that Jay-Z verse on Oh Boy would have been?
If you look
that's what happened. And then Jay kind of felt away about
I was listening to that song, like, actually this week. And if you listen to it, Cam's first verse is dope. And then Jules comes in. I think he does better than Cam's first verse. But then it makes sense like that because then Cam's third verse is probably the best part of, like, the song. Like, if you listen, I find it gets better throughout the whole song.
And if you remember back in the days, you remember the LimeWire and Napster days?
Yeah.
When you used to download that song, it used to come up off of, it's either like a Clue or a MV mixtape.
Okay, yeah.
And it used to end after Jewels' verse. So it was Cam's verse and Jewels' verse, and it ended. So that was like the original, probably pressed version sent out to local DJs without the third Cam verse, but with Jay-Z cut off it.
So when Cam went back to it to do the third verse,
that was the album cut.
He was more.
He's like, all right, this is the joint. It's already
he went harder on the third verse.
With it. I'm gonna end it nice.
Yeah, he went hard on that third verse. Like his first verse is good too, but like the third verse is definitely better than the first verse.
And Jewels was shining back then, man. When Hey Ma came out, I'm like,
this guy got a crazy life.
Like, this is that next dude. He had the appeal, the visual appeal, the sound.
Even that in the video.
Jewels had next.
Even that video was funny. Like when he's trying to get in the club, he's like, "No, I can't let you in." And then Cam and the rest of the group shows up, and they just let him walk in. Right? That was kind of cool.
That was like us when we were with Main Source. We walked up in Nest and they're like, "You got your ID, you got your this," and they're like pressing us, and I had like 26 in my backpack. I'm like, shit. And the next thing you know, K-Cut's like, "Yo, they with us." And they're like, "Oh, okay." And they like took their hands off us immediately and like walked us to the back of the stage, and like next thing you know, we're treated like we're fucking kings. But like prior to that, I was about to not get my ass in that club.
Even in that song when he's like, I'm 18 and live a crazy life. I think I was like 17 at the time. So I was like almost like that age group that he was talking about, and I was like, that's cool. Like when I heard it, like, I think I was 17 when that song came out. And it was like, I'm 18.
She caught that.
I got that.
You caught that? I just farted.
I thought it was
like
tripping though.
Yeah.
But yo, 2017, No Condom Podcast. This is part 1. Checking for part 2 next fucking Saturday. Not next Saturday, the Saturday after, because we
to be continued.
With laughter.
To be continued.
No condoms, just semen. To be continued.
To be.